Hi, I'm Nick Vitellari, and welcome to the Road to Reinvention 2018. We're going to talk today about leadership. And I've got Russ Garcia, who's the CEO of Menlo Micro, a startup company that is working in the area of electrifying from a very interesting perspective, namely redesigning the common switch. So, leadership is really in an interesting state today, right? We've got this dynamic change going on in most industries. Most are being disrupted. You're the CEO. You've got experience also, I believe, at General Electric as well. So how do you lead? How do you lead in this digital era?
Thanks for that question. It's really interesting, especially in a startup. And in a large corporation, you've got thousands of people. You kind of have a bell curve of diversity, age, and all those things. In a startup company, you have a few people, and you have to select those people very, very carefully. And what the digital age has done is kind of driven a cultural gap, if you will, between guys with gray hair like me and the young millennials that you may hire. And so what we look at is how do we drive that right mix? Because you want the experience, you want the person that the last 20 or 25 years has been doing this, but you also want that energy. And how they communicate is different. How they respond to coaching and mentorship is different. And but that mix, and we found that we're probably, I don't know how to put it, we're probably 50-50 above and below maybe the age of 30, 35.
Wow.
And it's actually quite enjoyable because of the dynamic. And I believe because of that we move forward maybe faster than some of our competitors.
I think that's really interesting because I know a lot of leaders, particularly CEOs and senior executives, are very interested in that topic. And it's great to hear what it sounds like you've been able to develop a culture that really makes that synergy come alive.
Well, yeah, and it's if you have everybody with worlds of experience, you think you can do everything, but it tends to operate slowly, right? If you have everybody is a young, energetic, right out of college person, what ends up happening is you tend to make a lot of the same mistakes that you made before. And so this mix brings the young folks up much faster, and also adds energy to the elder folks like me, and keeps us young. And so that's how that dynamic works. And I'm thrilled with it. So we actually purposefully hire in some more younger people faster than you normally would. And the old model in a lot of the startup companies was, okay, we have this idea, let's go get all the people that have done it before. And that's not necessarily how I would ever do that again.
Wow, that's fantastic. So let me ask you one final question, and that is, what would you tell other leaders? What would you share with other leaders? What would be the single most important thing in terms of making this new environment work together? What would you say?
Listen.
Interesting.
And I'm a type A, and I can drive through a group of people and not even realize that I left them all behind. And so the biggest lesson for me over the last 20, 30 years is listening, because you can't manage the different dynamics and demographics if you don't hear what they need, because some people need more pushing, some people need more a quieter tone there, and being able to develop that is really important, and develop that culture in your staff so that they're all listening as well.
Great. Well, Russ, thank you so much for being with us today. I appreciate you taking the time. So that's Russ Garcia, CEO of Menlo Micro, and check them out. They're doing a very interesting set of activities and business models around the whole issue of electrification as we go further into the 21st century. Thank you.
Thank you.